Assalamualaikum everybody and welcome back to another episode of Dear Sister by Happy Chirp. Tonight I have with me our very own Alishba.
Hello.
And our usual guest Sanya.
Faruqi.
How are you guys and what's up?
Good, very good. How are you?
Okay. We'll get to that. पहले आप लोग बताएं, how have you guys been?
I'm good. I'm happy.
हाँ guys, I forgot to mention हम लोगों ने बहुत अर्से से खुशखबरी नहीं दी चैनल पे. So the day that we're recording this, it's Sanya's birthday. So happy birthday, Sanya!
Happy birthday.
Thank you. अच्छा, so anyway, अलिशा आपने नहीं बताया आप कैसी हैं?
मैं ठीक हूँ.
चलो, that is great. अच्छा, so tonight we wanted to talk about salons and our experiences with it. हम लोग बैठ के सोच रहे थे and we had like a bunch of topics in mind and then we ended up with the salons wali story because I feel like we've all had our fair share of experiences there and most of them are bad for me. I don't know आप लोगों का कैसा है, but that's how it is. I recently also got my dye done. I don't know if you guys know
it
this,
looks really pretty.
Thank you guys. I don't know camera पे कैसा आ रहा होगा, but anyway, so I recently got it done also and that was an experience. So we'll share all of that and more tonight. So let's start off with Alishba and I want to know कि आपका experience कैसा रहा है आज तक and like let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
बताओ.
So I've had so many salon experiences and most of them have been bad.
I can relate actually, but okay.
So like I have different salons for different services and in the start I used to go to a different salon for my hair services and then I noticed कि मेरे सारे बाल कट जाते हैं because we all have these salon experiences जहाँ पे the salon people are not listening to what we want and when we come back we are sad even after paying so much.
And then you pay so much and then you're also not satisfied उस time पे, but you're also shy to not really, be like, oh shit, I hate it. You know? Has that ever happened to you guys?
That has. And after they've messed up your hair or any service, they ask you कि ma'am आपको कैसा लगा and you're just like बहुत अच्छा and you come in the car and cry.
Yeah, that happens a lot, yeah.
So
you only had like bad experiences with hair या also बाकी चीज़ों?
No, also in services. So I got my waxing done. Like I used to get my face waxed initially and since I was really gauging and trying different techniques कि मैं क्या करूँ for my hair removal for face. So I used to get my wax done and this one time I went and my skin is very sensitive but some of the people don't understand कि sensitive skin and they're like हमारा हाथ बहुत अच्छा है हमारे हाथ से आपको कुछ नहीं होगा and so I trusted her and when she was waxing my upper lip area तो she burned that तो उस वक्त it was just red and मुझे बस दर्द हुई थी तो she said कि it'll be fine in some time और ये ऐसे होता है हमारे बहुत clients हैं तो मेरे हाथ से आपको कुछ मसला नहीं होगा. So I was like, okay. And I came back home and after a few days, it started turning purple and then black. And then there was this scar.
It turned a bruise, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought कि it was just a bruise and it'll go away जब heal हो जाएगा. लेकिन वो जल गया था. तो for a year and a half, I had this black scar over here.
And इतनी tension होती है because it's on your face.
Yeah.
ना?
And then every time I used to get ready या be somewhere so it developed an insecurity कि it's a scar like
especially when you're really very social you have a very front facing job so then it gets worse because you know that you're going to be interacting with so many people and then it just gets weird because you're just like जाऊँ ना जाऊँ क्या करूँ and then even when somebody is talking to you whatever's on your face just sort of does put that insecurity right there कि oh no like is that person looking there या क्या scene है
and then everybody asks so you're done telling that story to everyone
and I feel like that is the worst because अगर किसी के मुंह पे कुछ है कोई scar है या however they look people know that you don't really need to remind them कि यार what's that या have you been doing something about it we've had a podcast जहाँ हमने acne discuss की थी वहाँ पे we did touch this topic you don't really need to continuously remind people of whatever they're insecure about right
so and also the products they use like we have this thing कि हम लोगों ने हर client पे हर चीज़ लगानी है. So बहुत सारी skin types पे नहीं भी सूट करता है और skin complexions भी matter करते हैं for products. They're not meant to be. And जो bleach करने वाला concept I've never liked that because I never like bleaching my facial hair क्योंकि वो नहीं अच्छे लगते मेरे उस पे. तो वो
धूप में नजर आते हैं यार वो
golden बाल.
The salon people will never agree. They'll be like नहीं अच्छा लगेगा, आपकी skin साफ हो जाएगी भाई, नहीं करनी साफ.
Sometimes मतलब it's weird to me कि उनका they deal with so many people on a regular basis कि they should know that every person is different, right? But they would still want to sell their services and really, except a few salons of course, want to give the same services to anybody and everybody who comes to them कि अच्छा नहीं आप भी ये भी करा लो, ये भी करा लो, ये भी करा लो. Like for example facials, like not all facials are for all skin types, right? But they would recommend कि आप ये करा लो, but they'd never be that specific कि oh this is not, except a few again जो कि अच्छे होते हैं और जो बता देते हैं, but they will never be like that. And also one thing that I hate is when you go to a salon, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this because I have a lot. I go to them and I go like अच्छा मैंने बाल कटवाने हैं या अच्छा मैंने बाल डाई कराने हैं, and the first thing that you know वो 2-3 लड़कियां आ जाएंगी oh my god,
yeah, it happens.
आपने ये नहीं करवाया, आपने वो नहीं करवाया कभी, and आपके बाल तो नहीं सही नहीं है बाल, आपके बाल तो ये हैं वो हैं. And at that time I realized that oh my god what have I been doing all this time कि यार मुझे लगता है कि I'm very ugly इस time पे. So which I get is like their marketing gimmick कि oh अच्छा you know to get to sell their services more, but then again they make us feel so bad.
Exactly.
मुझे उस टाइम पे होता है कि यार okay.
And one thing I think so many people will relate कि जब हम salons जाते हैं for our eyebrow services, we all have had worst experiences or even bad experiences in the sense कि हम एक shape like we grow our hair out कि हम we want this shape और वो fox जैसे इतने पतले eyebrows कर देते हैं. Some people are obsessed with giving you the eyebrow shape they like, and
not with what you want actually. And that's I think a problem with a lot of salons. Even when you go get your hair color done, and I get it कि ज़रूरी नहीं होता कि आपके बालों के ऊपर same color आए because everybody has a different shade और हर shade different बालों पे different आता है, right? So I get that, but then again वो कभी कभी अपनी मर्जी भी चलाती हैं बीच में कि we did this because this would have looked better without informing us. Of course मुझे बता दोगे आप कि अच्छा you know हम अभी के लिए we're going to suffice because ये ही work करेगा, but they don't tell you and then in the end they'd be like कि नहीं यही है, यही आता है, यही होता है, and then you're just going home disappointed. And I think that's one reason why by the end of it we're so disappointed because we weren't told कि exactly क्या क्या होगा.
Exactly.
And one thing more that I was noticing जब मैं बैठी हुई थी डाई कराने के लिए was कि not a lot of salons tell you कि how time taking this procedure is. Of course we've seen that when like we get it done या our friends get it done या whatever, लेकिन to really know the steps मैं बैठी हुई होती थी and I was like कि अच्छा अब क्या होना है, अब क्या होना है, अभी कितने steps रहते हैं. वो एक mentally भी तो आपको अपने आप को prepare करना होता है that you're going to be sitting on a chair for like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. And then every time they'd be like नहीं अभी एक और wash है, अभी एक और wash है, अभी एक और wash है. And I used to be like oh अच्छा मतलब ठीक है, लेकिन मुझे शुरू में बता दो. So salons really don't have guides or they don't have a person who's telling everybody. A pamphlet was also like work. एक लोग जो सबको किसी को भी आप दे दो कि अच्छा ये प्रोसीजर है, so आप देख लो कितना टाइम लगेगा.
और ये जो प्रिपरेशन है या एक गाइडलाइन है ना, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्योंकि like when we're signing up for something, we should know कि क्या प्रोडक्ट लग रहा है, अब क्या हो रहा है, अब क्या हो रहा है, कितने स्टेप्स इसके बाद हैं. अगर एक क्रीम लगाई जाए फॉर एग्जांपल तो उसका क्या फ़ायदा है या व्हाट इज़ इट फॉर एंड कितनी देर छोड़नी है या क्या. सो वी कैन ऑल्सो टेल देम कि नो लाइक वी हैव दिस कंसर्न बट दैट डजंट हैपन. यू गो देयर, यू सिट एंड जब आपका खत्म होता है
and then you act dumb and you're just like अच्छा हो गया क्या हो गया. And then again I would understand अगर आप जैसे आप हॉस्पिटल जाते हो and the doctors like the less you know about your बीमारी the better, although that's not right but it still makes a little sense to me कि ताकि परेशान ना हो आप, right? But in procedures like these when you're going to the salon I feel like you should know everything कि आपके सर पे क्या लगाया जा रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा.
It is all right though.
You can also take sound decisions उस time पे उस हिसाब से कि will this work for me or will this not work for me and not entirely leave it on the salon girls, right?
That's true.
So that is something that अगर कोई सुन रहा है ओनर, प्लीज incorporate all of these things in your salon. That would make our experience better also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of salons that I go there because of how they treat me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to a salon to be told ke yaar, oh, you have really bad hair. I'm going to a salon to be pampered and to feel better,
To feel
and relaxed,
beautiful, yeah.
right?
अच्छा पता है ये recently वैसे काफ़ी salons have also incorporated this thing now of being helpful and being kind to you. Now the staff is more
Thank God.
trained.
कौन सा salon है? Please मुझे ये बताओ.
काफ़ी salons हैं and they do obviously tell you and काफ़ी नहीं भी हैं but अगर like just by if their service is not so good but you're treated well,
Yeah.
you'll keep on going there
Of
कि सही
course,
है,
of
it's a
course.
relaxing
Yeah, obviously.
experience, they
Yeah.
treat you well.
The easier
Yeah.
it is, the more you're going to go to them, right?
Obviously.
सानिया आप बताएं आपके कोई एक्सपीरियंसेस. इट वाज वेरी शॉकिंग टू मी गाइस कि इस पॉडकास्ट को स्टार्ट करने से पहले मी एंड अलिशबा वी वर डिस्कसिंग कि ओ वी हैव हैड बैड एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड वी वर ऑलमोस्ट क्राइंग अबाउट इट. बट सानिया वाज लाइक ओ मेरा तो कभी कोई बैड एक्सपीरियंस नहीं हुआ. सो आई वुड
Not
रियली
really,
वांट
yeah.
टू नो कि चलो ठीक है यू हैव नॉट हैड अ बैड एक्सपीरियंस बट गुड एक्सपीरियंसेस हमारे साथ शेयर करें कि वो क्या थे एंड हाउ इज दैट लाइक बिकॉज दैट्स न्यू.
एक्चुअली द थिंग इज़ कि मैं कभी वो जो पॉश सैलून्स होते हैं ना जिनका बहुत लाइक दे वेरी रिनोन एंड एवरीथिंग उनमें इतना गई नहीं हूँ. गई हूँ बट बहुत रेयर क्योंकि मोस्टली या मैं वैक्सिंग के लिए फेस पैक्स के लिए जाती हूँ या अपने बालों को डाई करवाने के लिए. तो देयर इज दिस सैलून इन गुजरावाला कैंट और वो क्या करती हैं शी डाइज रियली ब्यूटिफुल हेयर. मतलब उनके बाल उनका जो तरीका है दैट इज़ रियली नाइस दो बट इट्स अ वेरी छोटा सा सैलून है कोई उसमें इतना वो नहीं है कि ओ माय गॉड वेरी दिस एंड दैट. बट अगेन दे ट्रीट देयर गेस्ट्स दे ट्रीट देयर कस्टमर्स रियली वेल. दे विल आस्क यू आपको कुछ चाहिए एंड एवरीथिंग एंड देन दे हैव दिस स्पेसिफिक serums for you. They put on a diffuser and all that stuff. So that's really nice. Yeah, that's really sweet.
So you're saying you've not been to a fancy salon, like they have a
Yeah.
diffuser. I would consider that fancy.
कौन है ये लोग?
बट मेरा जो बहुत सबसे बुरा एक्सपीरियंस जिसको आप कह सकते हैं दैट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द वैक्स फेस वैक्स वाला पार्ट बिकॉज आई हैव फेशियल हेयर एंड उसके मैं हमेशा वैक्स करवाती हूँ और मेरे साथ ये बहुत दफ़ा हुआ है. जो आपके साथ स्कार वाला एक दफ़ा हुआ ना मेरे साथ बहुत दफ़ा हुआ है कि मुझे कभी गर्म वैक्स लगी नहीं इट्स ओके कि ठीक हो जाएगा आप इसके ऊपर ये लगाएं वो लगाएं जो कहती हैं एंड देन अगेन जब आप घर जाते हो वो एक स्कार में चेंज हो जाता है. आई रिमेंबर एक दफ़ा ईद थी और उससे चांद रात पे भी
I don't like where this conversation is going.
Yeah.
It's going to give me anxiety. I'm sorry.
चांद रात पे आई वेंट टू द सैलून और वहाँ पे मैंने फेस पैक्स करवाई एंड शी धौटा कर रही है. एक तो पता नहीं इंसानों की तरह वैक्स क्यों नहीं करती लाइक डे वैक्स एज इफ आप पता नहीं यहाँ क्या आप कोई स्टैचू हो और
why are they so aggressive all the time?
I don't know why they're so aggressive. So when I went home and I came back home तो मैंने देखा यहाँ पे ना रेड हुआ when I was like ये क्या हो गया ठीक है मेरी सुबह ईद है ये क्या हो गया. और फिर ईद पे I went with that black mark और मैं पूछ रही because it was long time back तब इतना मुझे आइडिया नहीं होता था कंसीलर्स का या stuff like that. तो I was like यार ये बैड सीन हो गया.
नहीं एंड कंसीलर भी कितना छुपाया.
Exactly, वो होता ही है.
एक हद तक ही कवरेज होती है. इट्स स्टिल देयर.
एंड उसके अलावा अच्छे एक्सपीरियंसेस हुए हैं मेरे साथ. कभी कोई अच्छे भी नहीं कह सकते देयर नॉर्मल एक्सपीरियंस कोई इतना कोई खास उसको कहते हैं ना रियली बैड कस्टमर वाइज या
मीम द अदर डे एक टिकटॉक थी बल्कि उसमें अ वीडियो ऑफ अ गर्ल हु शेयर के मेहंदी वाली जो होती हैं इन द सैलॉन्स. डिड यू गाइस वॉच दैट?
No.
कि वो किस तरह दे आर सो इनक्रेडिबली रूड फॉर नो रीजन एट ऑल कि दे लुक एट यू लाइक दैट. आई वुड वांट यू गाइस टू एक्चुअली सी दैट वीडियो बिकॉज यार लाइक एवरी टाइम आई गॉटन माई मेहंदी डन फ्रॉम द सैलॉन वो इसी तरह होती हैं कि मतलब आप उनको कोई नया डिज़ाइन भी दिखाओ एंड देट बी लाइक अच्छा ये बनाना है अच्छा इसका तो ज्यादा चार्ज
बना लेती हूँ
एंड देन दे गेट ऑफेंडेड फॉर नो रीजन एट ऑल. अगर आप उनको वो बताओ व्हाट यू वांट रादर देन व्हाट दे वांट टू डू फॉर अस.
अच्छा आई हैव नेवर हैड माय आईब्रोज डन. मैंने कभी नहीं करवाई तो मेरे लिए ना वो बहुत एक ट्रॉमेटिक सिस्टम होता है कि वो मेरी आईब्रोज को ना टच करे बिकॉज आई हैव नेचुरली रियली नाइस आईब्रोज माशाल्लाह. तो एक दफ़ा देयर वाज दिस आंटी, तो वो मेरे ना आईब्रोज के पीछे पड़ गई, नहीं आप इसको शेप करें। मैंने कहा शेप्ड है और मैं क्या शेप करूँ, नहीं। और जब उनके बिल्कुल मैं साथ एक आंटी बैठी थी, उन्होंने उनके आईब्रोज बनाई एंड दे वर रियली थिन, दे वर लाइक दो जो द लिटिल मर्मेड में वो नहीं है एक द पर्पल वन, एग्जैक्टली लाइक दैट। आई वाज लाइक नहीं प्लीज सॉरी, आप अपनी आईब्रोज अपने पास रखें।
It's just uncanny how eyebrows change your face so much, like so much. It's crazy.
It is.
Yes.
हाँ, and then makeup also of course, लेकिन eyebrows की बहुत game है भाई.
आईब्रोज की गेम ऑन है।
पहले like जब COVID आया and we stopped going to salons, so that was the time when I started growing them out and I thought कि नहीं अब खुद भी की जा सकती हैं and there's this shape, तो इसको रख लें. So now when I look at my pictures pre-COVID वाले time पे, they're so thin and they're not even the same, like identical तो नहीं हो सकती but like resemblant भी नहीं है. So now like जैसी भी हैं सही हैं, but I've stopped getting them done for the reason कि एक तो different हो जाती है and then it takes so much time to grow them out and like the process is very difficult.
It's a process. I've seen people going through the pain. And I cannot use thread on my face. Like I don't know.
सूट नहीं करता वैसे.
सूट के अलावा the women who you know thread their face, मैं कहती हूँ यार कैसे?
I got it done just
हिम्मत
once.
है.
हाँ,
Like
I got
इतनी
it
दर्द.
just
Oh my
once
god.
also, and I was crying almost. मतलब upper lips, I understand why you can get them done and it's still bearable. But the whole face, that's the major reason why I started my laser, because I could not go through this again and again and again. मतलब मुझे वैक्स सूट नहीं करती on my face, it's very sensitive. तो I just can't. तो फिर मैं इसलिए ये करती हूँ कि पहले I went towards threading. It did not work for me because threading से भी pimples आपको निकल आते हैं. A lot of people don't know that, but it's a possibility. Upper lip पे आपको नहीं निकलेगा, but on your cheeks आ सकते हैं बहुत आराम से. And then to be able to feel each and every hair being pulled out through that thread, I wanted to cry, but salon वालों के सामने आप रो भी नहीं सकते. थोड़ा सा एक वो भी होता है आपको कि oh my god, I'm not that weak. But anyway, so फिर I went towards laser and that did change my life. There's an episode about it, guys, if you want to watch it. तो आप लोग देख लेना. But like boys can never understand the pain that we go through. Like I read the other day there was a picture that said कि लड़कियां अपने सारे जो गुनाह है ना वो वैक्सिंग और थ्रेडिंग से वो माफ हो जाते हैं उसके बाद उनके. So it's a struggle trying to look sane, honestly.
लेकिन अच्छा अभी I love doing my makeup and for shadis also जो like पूरा process होता है ना of getting ready and all, but sometimes you're so tired अगर कहीं करीबी शादी हो and you have to attend all the functions and it gets so inconvenient कि you want somebody to do your makeup. So I've gotten my makeup done from so many salons now कि for a lot of events, like a lot of my cousins got married in the recent years and like my mom also used to go and we used to book this one place and everybody used to go कि किसी का सबका गंदा हो गया तो सबका ही गंदा हो गया. So उससे but now recently I found my go-to place for makeup.
And बताएं कौन सी है?
So there's this place in F7. She's recently opened her salon, Ayman. Ayman Abbasi, you might know about her. So I got my makeup done from her and it was really really nice. And
some people just do have that power to transform you so beautifully कि आप कहते हो कि ये कैसे किया है.
And she's so accommodating and she's friendly and also because she's our age like that, so she knows what will look right and what won't, and she's using those newer techniques and not those typical black edges and gold lids and wo wala makeup. And also I got my makeup done from Yasmin Khan like बहुत पहले.
I love her also.
On my farewell and tab itni she was just starting tab na, and that was also a really really good experience. And then I went to one of the salons in Islamabad, a very posh salon, I won't name it, but I got my makeup done from them on my brother's walima, and I wasn't very happy because they charged so much and that was their signature look, but it was so rushy and उनको बस था कि एक के बाद एक क्लाइंट आए बैठे कौन सी आपने like they weren't even asking कि आपने signature services के लिए पे किया है या क्या and it was so funny कि बहुत देर बाद हमारी बारी आई एंड वी आर सिटिंग और जब मेरी मामा का मेकअप हो गया अब लाइक आई नो अबाउट मेकअप तो मैं उनको देख देख के बताई थी कि नहीं यहाँ लगा लें ये कर लें वो कर लें
They actually get really pissed off जब आप उनको बताओ
मैं तो बता रही थी बट जब मेरी मामा का मेकअप हो गया एंड शी लुक्ड इन द मिरर तो द फर्स्ट रिएक्शन वाज लाइक इससे बेहतर तो मैं खुद कर लेती कि आपने लाइक व्हाट हैव यू डन एक्स्ट्रा कि मैं आई हैव पेड सो मच एंड देन शी वॉजंट वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट इट तो मैंने उनको दैट वाज सो इम्पल्सिव तो मैं भी थोड़ा हो गई कि ओ माई मॉम जस्ट सेड इट तो फिर मैंने उनको कहा कि नहीं वो जो मेकअप कर रही थी शी वेंट लाइक आपकी अम्मी तो नाराज़ हो गई तो मैंने कहा नहीं ऐसी बात नहीं है बट यू कैन जस्ट पुट समथिंग ऑन हर विच मेक्स हर लुक डिफरेंट एंड ऐसे लगे कि शी इज़ गॉटन इट डन फ्रॉम समवेयर एंड देन इवेंचुअली व्हेन शी गॉट हर हेयर डन और वो मतलब पूरा उनकी लुक आई तो इट केम टुगेदर बट पॉइंट बीइंग कि वी आर पेइंग सो मच मनी और वो कहीं ना कहीं जस्टिफाई नहीं हो पाती एट मैनी प्लेसेस many places take like I was talking about Amen she doesn't take so much money as compared to other places लेकिन आपको पता है कि आपको मतलब आपकी एक yeah and a lot of places बहुत लोगों के अच्छी जगहों पे भी अच्छे experiences हैं like I also have a lot like I'm not saying कि सब लोग offend हो जाएं कि नहीं है but when you're paying so much and you get बैड एक्सपीरियंस तो आपको बहुत देर तक याद रहता है कि ओ मैन आई पेड सो मच एंड देन आई लुक टेरेबल एट द एंड ऑफ द डे
देयर इज अ सैलून इन गुजरांवाला इट्स क्वाइट फेमस बिकॉज गुजरांवाला में इतने कोई हाई फाई सैलून्स हैं नहीं फैंसी सैलून्स इतने हैं नहीं तो वहाँ पे द ओनर शी इज़ लाइक extremely prim and proper and they have like really huge salon everything blah 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 but the way they do their brides I'm like just do a little bit different और लोगों को the fact कि लोग है ही वो तो लोगों को they really like it मतलब they'll do really sharp contouring and then they'll do the shimmery eyes and a very
same करते हैं
yeah
I know the salon you're talking about but I won't name
हर
it
bride का और मतलब आप कहते हो यार
it doesn't work out the same for everybody ना?
So my cousin she went there and they did her makeup and everything I just asked them कि आप प्लीज़ इसको ना ये जो आपने बहुत शिमरी किया है इसको थोड़ा टोन डाउन कर दें थोड़ा चले मैट ले आए बीच में कुछ देखो so pissed off कि I was like यार आप अपना व्यूअर्स exactly and उसकी obviously उसने नथ पहनी हुई थी तो उसकी लिपस्टिक पूरी ना it got smudged और उसकी कोई शेप नहीं बनी कुछ नहीं बनी and they did not मेड श्योर कि उनकी वो ब्राइड बिल्कुल ठीक लगे उन्होंने बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं किया एंड आई वाज डूइंग कि ठीक हो जाए ये हो जाए वो हो जाए सो आई थिंक सैलून्स दे शुड लाइक टेक केयर ऑफ सच थिंग्स
आई रिमेंबर आई हैड अ फ्रेंड हुज सिस्टर वाज गेटिंग मैरिड मेरी काफ़ी क्लोज फ्रेंड है वो तो व्हेन शी वाज गेटिंग मैरिड अब वो बंदी ऐसी है जिसको मेकअप खुद बहुत अच्छा आता था सही है बट of course you can't go through that hassle of doing your own makeup on your wedding so she did book a very very famous nice salon in Islamabad she got her makeup done she came back home crying before the shoot because shoot hona tha and she didn't like it at all वो cakey face जो होता है वही typical problem जो है हमारा अभी तक she got that done from there ये हुआ she came back she washed her face in her dress in front of us and she did her makeup like jaldi again and then she went for the shoot
oh my god
in like half an hour I guess and I was shook literally उस time पे मैं यूं खड़ी हुई थी कि who does that like who मतलब a lot of brides again मतलब for me उस टाइम पे ज़्यादा disappointing ये था कि she's coming back from such a nice salon crying having to do her makeup again and having paid so much कि on her wedding day this is the last thing that you need to be worried about because there's so much going on in your mind already so bride ka experience especially should be
it matters
they should be treated better I've seen so many salons like of course I've not had very close cousins get married as of yet but and I don't have any sisters so I've not had that experience very closely but I do go to salons jahan pe brides issa ho rahi thi and a few cousins of course jo thodi dur ki hain बट उनका एक्सपीरियंस उस दिन देर ऑलरेडी they're thinking about so much, and there's so much in their mind on their mind ke this shouldn't be one of their worries. उनको वैसे ही treat करना चाहिए जैसे they want to be treated rather than, and I get it कि salons have their signature looks and they do work like that also, but sometimes personal touch to that is important, and that's something that treat them उस time पे really make sure कि फिर उनकी family का हर बंदा अपनी शादी पे इधर ही आएगा. Because if मेरी family में somebody has a bad experience, all of us we never go to that salon.
Same.
Like who would want to even take the risk of really going to a salon that did bad to somebody?
Exactly.
And honestly, आप पहले इतना prepare कर रहे होते हैं, you're actually asking people for reviews or सारे salons का, and then when you finally make a decision and you go there and pay so much, और तब आपके साथ कोई बुरा experience हो जाता है उसी जगह का, तो आप like how do we actually gauge कि किसके साथ कैसा अच्छा, because it's very something it's not consistent na. So,
and I think if the bride or anyone who's getting ready for you and getting your signature look, if they don't like anything from that look, you can just change it, you can modify it, because at the end of the day customer service is a thing, right? And your customer should be happy from you.
I've seen so many salons जो कि brides को पहले ही बता देते हैं, like when you do the booking they tell you to really prep your skin before you're coming in, to really know कि that matters कि आपने पहले किस तरह skin care अपनी उन दिनों में रखी है, and then when you're coming तो उस दिन अगर है भी acne है जो भी है, so that can be covered, that can be dealt with accordingly. लेकिन a lot of salons don't do that also, and then the day of the wedding, of course girls don't know, they're getting married for the first time ना, ठीक है, तो of course they don't know, you're supposed to tell them, and then when they come in and they've not done anything, not knowing all of this, they come in and they'll be like, oh my god, your skin, we can't fix that, and we can't do that. Again, that's not something that a bride wants to hear, right? So I think the customer experience matters a lot. How you've dealt with them, not on the day, but also since they've booked, is also something that really pulls more crowd towards you, which salons don't get.
But again, there are some salons who treat their bride really nicely.
Shout out to all of them.
So when my bhabhi was getting ready for one of her wedding event, तो मैं उनके साथ गई हुई थी. उधर ना उनकी ड्रेस के साथ कोई इशू आ गया था, and there was this salon, they had a tailor.
Oh wow.
And they were like yeah, आपको you just have to pay like थोड़े से पैसे extra, but we'll get it fixed for you, because obviously
how convenient is that? I mean,
and that was so new for me, and that was so convenient कि okay fine, there's a salon and they have a tailor with them, and if there's an issue with the dress of the bride or anything, they can go and just get it done. So that was really nice.
ऐसी services I feel like anybody would want to go to a salon, because last minute changes are a must. Like कुछ ना कुछ problem हो सकती है, बहुत high chance होता है. So you'd want to be safe.
And guys, I've learned over time after experiencing and going to so many salons कि ज़रूरी नहीं है कि if you're going to a very fancy salon and paying a lot of money तो आपका experience अच्छा ही होगा. ठीक है, मतलब hygienically या वो चीज़ें would be taken care of, but then again it's not important that you look the best, your haircut would be the best, you'll be treated the best. ये इसका फैंसी जगह ज़्यादा पैसों से कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है.
Again, I just like to add over here, don't expect expectations. थोड़ा हम सेंटी बातों पे आ जाते हैं कि expectations रखनी नहीं चाहिए, but of course
expectations always hurt.
There are certain expectations जो आपको रखनी भी चाहिए, because if you're paying a certain amount of money, you should be treated a certain way at least. एक decency होनी चाहिए जिसके अंदर you at least get the look that you want or that you have in your mind, right? So
but shout out to all the people who are running home studios, doing a great job, treating their brides well.
Really nice.
They're doing a really really good job, and we needed that for so long, because अभी like recently ये चीज़ शुरू हुई है. पिछले 7-10 साल तक कुछ ही salons होते थे जहाँ पे आप जाते थे और एक typical look सबकी होती थी.
And then they had that power because there were weren't a lot of
Yeah.
options, so they could do whatever.
Yeah.
But I've seen ever since that has changed, people are focusing more towards customer care now also.
Yes.
That is a good thing. And I've also seen this shift in the trend towards all of these home-based salons,
Yeah.
जहाँ पे लड़कियाँ like Yasmin या जो भी ये हैं, मतलब they've really flourished because of it, and they've came to a certain point because of that, right?
Exactly.
And they were because of social media also.
Obviously,
I feel like
social
the videos
media
that
plays
they've
a
been
huge
uploading,
part.
that plays a very huge part in the reviewing process that we
Yes.
were talking about, कि आपको एक तसल्ली हो जाती है कि ओ अच्छा अगर उसने इतनी ज़्यादा pictures videos लगाई हुई हैं,
It's like creating a portfolio.
exactly, so that is something that is appreciable. But anyway, so
Yeah, but it's so ironic how कुछ पोर्टफोलियो से आपको बहुत हेल्प हो जाती है कि बड़ा अच्छा काम है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम समटाइम्स यू गेट स्कैम्ड.
what if you I was going to come to that also वैसे by the way.
Yeah, because जो पिक्चर्स या वीडियोस वो पोस्ट करते हैं, they are of their best clients and
Yeah.
not everybody. Like I was talking about my experience, so we had also booked my bhabhi's makeup from there. And like मैंने बहुत research की and I was very sure about that salon and it's so famous and it's like they're taking so much money, तो बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा
Obviously.
होगा. And the pictures they were posting. So but जब उनकी बारी थी and when she got ready, तो we weren't very satisfied and it could have been better also because थोड़ा सा overbooked था, overcrowded था, तो obviously they did their best, but
I
it
just
could
want
have
to add
been.
here, I'm sorry to interrupt you, लेकिन about overbooked and about crowded, I mean I hate
Yeah.
that. आप ना book करो अगर if you can't deal with that person at that time, because I've seen in so many places जहाँ पे party makeup specially एक जगह हो रहा है, जल्दी जल्दी दूसरी जगह हो रहा है, then of course आप कैसे time दे सकते हो एक बंदे को.
Exactly.
So it's important to really dedicate time for people and then stick to it also.
Yeah.
Not earn for the sake of earning a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just go to like start jumping from clients to clients within the same room. That's hectic and that's also chaotic and that sort of distracts us also. हम भी at times ऐसे ये होता है कि मैं भूल जाती हूँ कि मैं मतलब क्या चाह रही हूँ.
Yeah.
Because बस हो जाए,
हो
that
जाए.
matters more
Yeah.
उस time पे.
So unki look was not something we were very satisfied. Like she looked nice and वो सब हो गया, but even today it's so funny how we still talk about her day and how her look could have been better and because that day won't come back for her. उस टाइम पे भी a lot of people who were getting ready वो अच्छे लग रहे थे और वो ज़ाहिर है उनके लिए it would be their best look, but for us it wasn't the experience we
Up to the mark.
wanted ना.
Yeah.
Sometimes हाँ ये भी होता है कि because you don't get the look that you had in your mind, बाकियों को शायद सही लग रहा होगा but you are not satisfied
Yeah.
उस time पे कि अच्छा that is not how I imagined
Yeah,
to look
exactly.
like.
Even if you're looking the best and your experience isn't good ना, like अगर बहुत rush है और आपको बहुत wait करना पड़ रहा है, धक्के पड़ रहे हैं, आपका process बहुत rushed तरीके से किया गया है, तो कहीं ना कहीं आपकी satisfaction उस तरीके से होती नहीं है कि oh my god क्या उन्होंने सही fill किया है, will my eyelashes be intact till I reach the party or whatever. तो
But one thing that I really want us to do in this podcast is give a shout out or let's say for our viewers a list of all the good salons that we've been to that they should try, because I think there are a lot of videos out there or reviews that you can really look at and be like oh this looks nice, but a personal review जो कि इस तरह हो that's always better, or a recommendation, right? So since you've been in so many salons Alishba and you've been in have you been in any salon in
Not
Islamabad?
really.
चलें आप गुजरात वाला के बता दें, मैं गुजरात के नहीं बनती guys, that's something that I always get wrong when it comes to Sanya, but anyway, so आप वहाँ के बता दें, I'll also share a few of my experiences ताकि people can actually realize के किधर जाना है कहाँ नहीं जाना है. So,
you start.
अच्छा, so one of the good salons, of course I'll start with the very very basic ones, Faiza's. I really like Faiza's. I have gotten my haircut done from there, I've gotten my dye done from there, तो अच्छा था. It was a very good experiences. I love their customer care also. They offer you a menu. आप वहाँ जाके आराम से बैठ के order भी कर सकते हैं, which is also a problem guys by the way. Like 4-5 घंटे आपने एक सीट पे बैठना है, you don't really know what to do.
Exactly.
So when somebody comes with you with a menu and you're just like, oh my god, you just saved my lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay? So Pfizer's for starters, and then I also like royally. मैं बहुत basic बता रही हूँ. Oh my god. Oh no. Like if you have to get your nails done, guys, I would recommend Royally. I love Royally for getting my nails done. Like I would never go to any other salon ever since I tried Royally.
Okay.
So I'm not sure अगर आप लोग nails लगवाते हैं या नहीं लगवाते हैं, but temporary nails, acrylics, Royally is the best मेरी recommendation के हिसाब से. And yeah, I think that's all. मतलब मुझे and there's also one more, Nasir, who's in Islamabad. I love
In
his
F7,
haircuts.
yeah.
Yeah, I love his haircuts. Like he's really good. तो
Yeah.
अब चलें.
Yeah, so I'll start off with makeup. अगर करना तो as I said, Yasmin Khan. She
is the best. Like I really
nice.
like her.
हाँ, and she's also somebody who will tell you what will look good and what won't look good. So she's one of my personal experienced people. And Ayman Abbasi, of course. She's based in Islamabad. Apart from that, a few salons. There's one in Bahria Town, Mosha's.
Yeah.
They're
Mosha's
also
is
good.
nice. I've heard a lot about them. I've just been there once though. So what are they known for, by the way? Do you know?
They're known for all their services, but since we get our manicure, pedicure, and those day-to-day services done from them, so they're really good with that. Makeup में भी they're good, but you need to figure out कि आपने किन से करवाना है, किन से नहीं करवाना. The signature services are really good. Apart from that, for hair, I go to Noman. He used to be at Geru's.
Yeah.
And now he's opened his new place, so you can check him out. उनके अलावा अल्यूर पे भी there's this person, वो बहुत अच्छे signature haircuts देते हैं. तो वो हैं. And for nail services and all, there's no specific place I go to. I've gotten my nails done a few times from Royally, Allure, and there's this girl in Islamabad, Nails by Amna.
Yeah, she's really good.
So
I've not tried her yet, but I've listened to and I've looked at all the reviews that people keep on posting, and I'm just like, okay, makeup, because I really like getting my nails done. Like that's one of my favorite things. हर किसी का एक होता है ना एक
Yeah.
कि like I go to the salon for my manicure, pedicure types. Yeah, I go for my hair, blow dry बहुत लोग कराते हैं frequently. I go for my nails a lot. I love getting that
And
done.
for my hair dye,
So-
I've recently had a really, really good experience in this place in F8. Salon Islamabad उनका नाम है.
अच्छा.
And the owner and the main hair colorist Obed there is really, really good. He's going to tell you about the whole process, and as I talked about कि बहुत important होता है for you to know कि क्या हो रहा है और अब क्या कितना time लगेगा. So he's really good with that, and I really want to try good makeup places, honestly.
Guys, if
इसके
you
अलावा
have
भी,
any
yeah.
recommendations for us, please let us know in the comments down below, because we would really want to know
Yeah.
that. Like,
And we'd really want to try more places so that we can also
Yeah, guys,
know
we need
and
comments.
suggest.
please let us
Okay.
know in the comments.
And
down
if you guys have had a bad experience at some place, also tell us that
Yeah.
we're careful.
Yeah.
Because these reviews and these experiences really help you out. And
Exactly.
also हर एक
exactly
का-
why we're having this
हाँ,
conversation also.
हर एक का सेम नहीं होगा. The places we've
course.
named हो सकता है किसी का बुरा भी हुआ. But generally this is our point of view and it's not paid.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah,
this
it's
is not
not
paid.
paid.
Very important reminder.
Yeah.
None of this is paid.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
haven't sponsored us to do
Yeah.
this podcast. So
Yeah.
just
But
like
if you're
them.
watching, we won't mind. But okay. Sanya, आप बताएं.
So I have never been to any salon in Islamabad.
Great.
But there are like 2 salons in Gujranwala that if you want to go for, to all the people from Gujranwala who watch Happy Chirp, if you want to go for haircuts or hair dyes, there's this Makeovers by Amaima. They are like really good with it. And if you want to go for makeup, there is Shades, और Shades तो मेरी
Shades तो यहाँ पे भी नहीं है
हाँ.
हमारे पास.
F10
Shades जो
में ही है.
गुजरांवाला वाला Shades है, that is तब का जब की मेरी अम्मी की शादी हुई थी.
Oh wow, यहाँ पे
Yeah.
यहाँ पे
वो
different
बहुत
होगा.
पुराना है. And वहाँ की owner, वो बहुत sweet auntie है, and she's a gem. So yeah.
I love how she remembers her because she's a gem and because she's been nice. to
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
This is
That's rare. That's very rare.
Yeah. तो वो she's really cute actually. वो अपनी glasses लगा के, because obviously she's old as well, तो वो ब्राइड्स को तैयार करती हैं, उनको बहुत देखती हैं कि you know it's very
That's
nice.
the dedication that
Yeah.
we require when we're coming to the
So
salon.
my sister, my bhabis, they've all shades bride. They were all shades bride. So for haircut, I go to Amaima's, and for dye I go to. I've never been to a salon for my like specific makeup because I like to do my own makeup.
I've also never been to a salon for makeup. Why? Because I've always been very, very scared for breakouts. I've heard so many stories about people breaking out after they've had like a certain,
That has happened to me also.
Yeah, see, so I've never been there. मैं अपना makeup हमेशा खुद करती हूँ, but for dyes and stuff. Coming to, were you done?
Yeah.
Are you sure? इतना ही है?
इतना ही है.
चलें. Okay, so coming to our last thing that I wanted to talk about today was कि what do you guys think about the fact कि जो एक myth है या हमारी अम्मियाँ हमें बहुत बोलती हैं कि बाल कलर ना कराओ white हो जाएंगे. So I would really want to talk about that because I feel like that's a question that comes in every girl's mind at one point in their life कि कराएं बाल से नहीं वाइट हो जाएंगे. एंड इज दैट अ कॉन्सिक्वेंस दैट रियली मैटर्स कि अगर वाइट हो भी जाते हैं. सो लाइक लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट. आई वुड वांट सानिया टू स्टार्ट एंड आई वुड वांट यू टू टेल मी कि हैव यू ever been told by your mom and what did you do about it?
I have been told my mom every time I go and get my hair dyed. She's like, बाल सफ़ेद हो जाएंगे, मत करो, this and that. And it depends basically. जब आप obviously अपने बालों पे bleach लगाएंगे to cut it down to get a really dark shade or some really like red or blue or something like that, you have to cut it down. You have to put on bleach on your hair, and bleach, yes, it weakens your hair, and it also turns it gray or white. It is a fact. It's not a myth. बट कि आपकी जो अगर आप सिंपल डाई लगाते हैं उससे जो आपके बाल वाइट होते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. आई डोंट बिलीव सो. आई डोंट बिलीव इन दिस. अगर तो आपने ब्लीच नहीं करवाया, अगर आपने कट डाउन नहीं करवाया, देन इफ़ यू अप्लाई हेयर कलर टू योर हेयर, आई थिंक सो कि it won't like matter. Like and secondly, अगर ऐसा होता तो वो लोग जो कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जिनके सबसे पहले बाल ही they're like whitish, they have the white hair and उनकी genetics में होता है. So I don't believe in this myth as long as it's not bleached or it's not like cut down वाला system नहीं है. तो this is my take on this.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about you, Alishba?
Yeah, so I was told, but my mom didn't stop me because she said कि अगर कराना है तो करा लो. लेकिन हो सकता है
also sometimes so done with us, they're like इन्होंने तो कराना ही है.
So she hasn't stopped me. लेकिन ये है कि after I got my hair bleached for the lowlights, तो the increase in the grey hair because मेरा genetically भी है, तो तब पहले एक दो जो होते थे, अब they've really increased. So of course bleach से है. And apart from that, अगर bleach नहीं है Sanya said, तो I don't think कि उससे कोई problem होता है. But a lot of services now do require you to get
it bleached because like especially if you have black hair or hair that fall in ये black की grey की इन सब की category, so obviously कराना पड़ता है. Like that's a must. अब हम blonde तो नहीं पैदा होते guys. लेकिन anyway, so I've also been through that. Like my mom used to always be like कि नहीं कराने, grey हो जाएंगे, white हो जाएंगे, blah blah blah, all of that you've been through also. But I went to a dermatologist once, and because I was desperate उस टाइम पे कि मैंने डाई कराना है. I look pathetic. I didn't like and I also have jet black hair. Like मेरे बहुत black बाल हैं. So it was a must for me to cut them down. Like वो कोई चीज़ नहीं थी कि मैं डाई करूँगी और वो उसके ऊपर आ जाएगा. So I went to the dermatologist, and what she said to me was कि again guys, if this is not me stating facts, this is just me telling के what the dermatologist said to me, go to the dermatologist and उनकी सुने
because आपके बालों का texture different है.
Yeah, it's different for everybody. But what she told me was that इससे कुछ नहीं होता. If you get your hair dyed, that's not going to matter unless and until exactly what you guys mentioned कि आपके genetics में है या आपकी कोई vitamin की deficiency है जिसकी वजह से this is happening. Then your hair are going to turn grey or white, and it's mostly the deficiencies because as girls we don't realize कि vitamin D और ये सब हमारे अंदर we do have more deficiencies than boys do. And that's typically because of जो हमारे lifestyle है, like we stay in more than boys, of course. We don't go out that much. We're
And a lot
indoors.
of hormonal changes.
Yeah,
we
also
go
that.
through.
तो उसकी वजह से yes, your hair can turn grey, yes, they can turn white, but just merely because of hair dyes, I don't really think so.
Yeah, and I don't think so that it matters even if it gets grey or white. Like, own
and
it.
you know, I literally, I don't want to say this, but I abused my hair in the beginning because when I was told this, I was like, अच्छा भाई, मतलब अब तो खुली छूट है, अब तो करना है. And then I also got burgundy done, I got red done,
Oh,
I
yes,
got all sort of dyes done, and then उसके बाद surprisingly my hair never really turned white at the time. Then then I got my deficiency, ठीक है, vitamin D की, and उसके बाद I got a few white hair. Ever since then, like since the deficiency increased and then I was struggling with it, white हुए बाल. But all that time, वो 2-3 साल when I was continuously dyeing my hair, nothing happened to me.
Yeah.
And then like later on, जब मैंने obviously dyes छोड़े, I got my keratin done, and that this is not scientific and I don't know what's the logic behind it, but after my keratin, to my surprise, मेरे बहुत बाल white होना शुरू हो गए अचानक से, out of nowhere. And ऐसा नहीं था कि वो random है बहुत मेरे सर में, it was like usually इधर front वाले area पे मेरे ज़्यादा white हो रहे थे. I got it checked also. They were like, this is either के chemical लगे हैं, because obviously chemical बहुत ज़्यादा आप करोगे तो then, but then again they also mentioned that बहुत कम chance है कि it's because of that. It's because of your deficiency. The thing is, the problem with us is कि we don't realize कि हमें deficiency होगी.
Yeah.
We stay indoors. That normal sunlight जो boys को शायद bike पे आते हुए मिल जाती है कभी-कभी, we don't get that. We're so enclosed in our space always कि girls को वैसे भी when I went to the doctor when I got the vitamin D deficiency, guys, by the way, तो उन्होंने यही मुझे बोला कि गर्ल्स को ज़्यादा होती है बिकॉज वो ज़्यादा अंदर रहती है. सही है. एंड टू माई सरप्राइज दैट्स एक्चुअली वेरी ट्रू.
And actually, we girls don't take this deficiency wala factor seriously.
Yeah, until
and I think we should. Yeah,
it's very important for us to take our vitamins and whatever. लेकिन that is one reason why जब हमारे बाल white होते हैं, it's easier to blame the dyes and it's easier to blame, you know, कि अच्छा ओ ये करा लिया था या ओ बाल ज़्यादा हो गए because wax करा ली थी. That's compulsory, but people do pass such comments.
Exactly.
Right? So लेकिन it's necessary, and if you have to look good, unless and until of course you have an allergy with the dye, of course, if it's not good for your skin otherwise, वैसे भी generally dyes are not good. If you're stopping because of that reason, that would make sense. But if you're stopping on, और आपका बहुत सख्त दिल है, only because बाल white हो जाएंगे, तो यार dye कर लो ना दोबारा. Like easy scene है. Easy scene है यार. मतलब we worry too much about things के oh no ये क्या हो गया, वो क्या हो गया. So with that being said, is there anything else that you guys would like to add to this conversation?
I think we've had such a great conversation.
Yeah, it was a
but
great conversation.
I'd just like to add if you guys are watching from other cities, so if there are such good salons you'd like to recommend,
please do that.
Please recommend us, and it will help a lot of people also for makeup, hair, any services.
Yes, and also share your hair salon or salon experiences. We love to read it.
Yeah.
So is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Chale, with that, let's conclude this episode, and I hope you guys liked it because I loved having this conversation with the girls. अगर आप प्लीज इसको लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें अपनी उन सारी फ्रेंड्स के साथ who you think will also relate with our experiences, good or bad. And if you have any recommendations, as the girls said, please leave them down in the comments below, and we will catch you in the next episode, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.